Now then, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I've managed to sort out my technical issues and I've got you all live now. Fabulous, got some people online. Marvellous. Right then, I've got quite a lot of things to get done today, but what I'm wanting to do is show you how Asian restaurants, the takeaways, the Indians, the Pakistani restaurants, all of those, put together the quick takeaways that you have. Now, quite obviously, they are incapable of doing a long cook process for your food. Like your lamb has to be pre-cooked, for example. The chicken tikka has to be pre-cooked, for example. They can't just produce it all in the 20 minutes that you phone them up at 5 o'clock and then you expect it on your table at like past. So they have to pre-cook everything, and they have to do what they refer to as a base gravy. It's like a stock. And they basically put the meat in the pan, fry it off with a few spices, then add the stock gravy and create your dish for you as quickly as they possibly can, because we're in that kind of consumer situation where we all want things as quickly as we can get them, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go turn my air fryer on so that's a bit warm, and I'm going to very quickly show you. I could have pre-done this, but what I've done is I've left it because I wanted to show you it. So I've got chicken thigh diced up, about 1 centimetre cubes roughly speaking, and I've marinated that ever so slightly, just about 5 minutes, in some garlic and some lemon juice. What I'm going to add to that is this Tikka Masala spice paste, straight off the rack. Everyone can get that from the shops, no problem at all, because I want to make this for you as quickly as I possibly can. So what we're going to do is just get a spoon of that, pop that into there, probably about 1 generous spoon and 1/2 spoon there. Pop that to one side. I'm going to be using that again later on, but not quite at this moment. I've got this tandoori masala powder as well. I'm going to be using that a little bit later on in the gravy, but not just yet in the marinade. So I'm going to pop that to the side. Now I could take you on a tour of my spices, but I don't want to do that at the moment because I don't want to take up too much of your time like I've been doing in the past. I have posted pictures of the spices that I'm using and all the other ingredients, and as I go through I'll show you what I've got. That's red food colouring I've just added to the Tikka Masala paste. Red food colouring, I'm just going to give that a quick mix up really nice and quickly. Now if you're making chicken tikka, as you know, it's best to leave it overnight, or at least for a few hours if you can. I'm going to add 1 spoon of yoghurt in there, thick, rich, creamy yoghurt. Lovely. Just move that out of the way as well, and stir that through. Now I'm making this for you pretty much live, so everything's going to be done fresh as it were, except for the lamb, which I've had to pre-cook. And so that's the chicken there. I'm just going to go pop that into my air fryer. Now you can pop that under the grill, in your oven, or on your barbecue. All cooking methods work brilliantly for that. But I'm just going to get that cooked up in my air fryer for you as quickly as I can. There we go, just pop that into the air fryer. Now then, you'll notice I didn't use any cooking oil in that. In the paste that it comes, it does have oil in there already. So I'm just trying to be just a little bit more health conscious, because I've had some people ask me about making this with reduced fat, reduced cream, all that sort of thing. If you're wanting to reduce your cream and the such like, what you can do is use cooking quark. I don't have any to hand today unfortunately, but you can use that, and that will reduce all those calories. So in that I've just put a couple of spoons of the chicken tikka masala paste there into that same bowl that I had earlier. No point in creating washing up. I'm going to put another couple of dollops of yoghurt. Now that's fat-free yoghurt. I'm going to move that off to one side. I'm going to add a squidge of tomato puree because I quite like the tomato in the tikka masala itself. What we're doing here is making the tikka masala sauce. So we'll give that a little bit of a stir up. Tikka masala, paste, yoghurt, tomato puree. Again, there's no cooking oil in that as yet. I'm going to put a bit of lemon juice into that. That'll loosen it up a little bit, and I'm going to put some red food colouring in there as well. Let's have a look. Who have I got here now? Joanne Robinson, Jackie, Sarah. Hi Sarah. Carl's watching. Sarah, hello. Joanne's watching. Richard again is watching. Good to see you all, guys. If you've got any questions for me, do just ask away, and if I spot your question, I will answer for you. If I miss your question, I do apologise. If it's because I've got quite a delay on my monitor here. So if I do miss your question, ask me again, don't be afraid. I won't mind. So I've just added a little bit more red to that. Hiya Linda. Hiya Karen. Hiya Mel. So there we go. That's my masala paste ready to cook up later on when my chicken tikka is ready. I'm going to pop that to one side. The next thing I'm going to do is get my rice on, and then I can leave it, it'll be fine. So let's just pop that out of the way. Let's bring the rice cooker here. I've just had it warming up, it's on stay warm. Now then, what I've got here is 1 cup of washed rice. I've washed it 3 or 4 times and I've been soaking it in some warm water. So I'm just going to drain that water off. I'm going to pop that rice into my rice cooker. This is going to be a really easy, quick pilau rice today. We're going to get that on cooking for you as quickly as we can, and then that's out of the way and we don't have to think back about that. I'm going to put in a drop of lemon juice. There we go, not too much. We are going to find the yoghurt. I'm moving things around my kitchen today, so just try to find out where I put everything. A good spoon of yoghurt in there, happy days. I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a little pinch of my freshly chopped garlic, about half a spoon of the cumin seeds. They're going in there. And just for a little bit of colour and texture, when the rice is finished, I'm going to pop just a little bit of chopped green chilli, chopped yellow chilli, I apologise, green pepper and yellow pepper, red pepper. So that's the 3 peppers that you get in your packets there, and just a little bit of the chopped fresh onion. That should be fine. I'm going to give that a little stir in the pan there, mix it all up. Lovely. And I think what we'll do is we're going to pop some salt in that also. Just a little sprinkling of salt. Don't over salt things. Be careful with your salt. There we go. So that's what that looks like at the moment. We're going to add in 1 cup of water because we've had 1 cup of rice. So it's going to be 1 cup of water to 1 cup of rice. And I'm using just a mug like that. That's exactly the size mug I used, and it's going to be cold tap water I'm using. Pop that in there. Just give those grains at the side a little knock down into the water. Lovely. The lid's going on, and that's going on to my rice cooker to cook. And I don't need to worry about that anymore. You saw me cook rice a couple of weeks ago, so hopefully you're familiar with that. If you're not, just give me an ask and let me know. So I'm just going to quickly show you this. So far, that's the chicken tikka cooking in the air fryer. I'm going to give that a little bit of a mix up, just to get the underside to make sure all the bits are, you know, near the heat and everything, and then I'm going to pop that back in there. So just pop that back in there, give it a little stir up. Lovely, just make sure all the pieces of chicken are getting hot. Lovely. Give that a little bit of a wipe out from that chicken tikka. Right then guys, so far we've got our chicken tikka on cooking, and we've got our rice on cooking. I'm just going to show you my base gravy. I've got this cooking on, well, warming up again. I made this earlier in the week, I've done a video, and I've got this warming up just behind me, bubbling away. So that's actually getting quite thick, is that again now. I'm just going to add a little bit of water, a little bit of cold water to that, just to let it down again. What you're looking for here is a consistency that's similar to single cream really. So that's just cold water. I haven't got my kettle on, otherwise I would have put boiling water in from my kettle. But anyway, so what we've got there, it's like it is exactly like a gravy really, and all that really is there is all the vegetables, onions, peppers, tomatoes, all boiled up, blitzed up, liquidised, with a load of spices. Right then. Time to get my pans on, start heating them up. Let's move that out, give it a... So as I say, I've got 2 dishes for you today. One is going to be chicken tikka masala, one is going to be lamb bhuna. And I've got my pilau rice going on. I neglected to do this earlier, but I'm just going to open up my tin of coconut milk, so I've got that ready for myself in just a couple of moments. And then we'll have a quick look and see who's on and if we've got any questions. So to give you some idea of what ingredients we're using today on the chicken tikka masala, I've showed you my coconut milk. We've got some fresh cream, and I've got some creamed coconut there. Just looking at who's on. Craig is on. Martina is watching from Cork in Ireland. Oh, that's amazing. Good to see you. Josh is on. I'm coming to get some. Josh, you're more than welcome, my friend, always. Got some tomato puree there. It's passata really. You can use tomato puree like down with water if you wish. And I've got that tandoori masala, which I'm going to pop into my paste in just a moment. I'm just going to open that up, in fact. There we go, so that's just opening that up. Lovely. Pans are starting to warm up nicely. Just check they're both on, fantastic. Right, let's just see if we've got any questions yet. Pauline's watching. Hello my love, hope you're well, hope you're keeping well and keeping safe. It's not great out there, is it, at the moment? Cameron, hello, good to meet you mate. My friend Cameron's on, one of my friends from Hull there. Far and wide we're coming, let's have a look. Right, so let's give those another couple of seconds just to warm up a little bit more, and then we will start the cooking process of things. Now just to let you know about the lamb, I've got the lamb cooking in my pressure cooker. I did post a picture of that earlier so you can see it. However, if you don't have a pressure cooker, it's not a problem, because what you can do is just simply get your lamb, some onions. I'm just going to try and bring this through over so you can have a see. Lamb, some onions and some basic curry powder. You don't have to go to the ends of the earth to try and find anything weird. And just pop that into a pan and just let that cook away. So as you can see there, I've got the lamb, there's a few onions in there, and a little bit of water and some curry powder, nothing more than that really. So that's over there in my pressure cooker, and I think it's time to start cooking really. So pop a drop of oil into each pan. And I'm going to be doing both dishes at the same time. That seems like the craziest thing in the world. I don't know why I thought to myself that would be a good idea. I really don't. But, fingers crossed. I'm going to put a drop of ghee, just about a teaspoonful, nothing, not like a pintful or anything. Just using butter ghee there. Don't know if you can see it that way around. There we go. Butter ghee. You can use vegetable ghee if you wish. I love doing these live at 5s because I get a few people come on and they say hi, which is really really nice. And like Martina there, who's actually in Ireland, it's really lovely to see some people and reach out to people who are across the world. Parmajit, you're on. Hello. Oh, she's going to come and tell me everything I'm doing wrong, and she can come and show me how to do it properly. But the best thing about doing these is I get my tea, which is really really nice. So I've got butter, ghee and oil in each of these pans. The next thing I'm going to pop in, let's have a look, which way shall we go around? Let's do the tikka masala in this one, and the Bhuna. No, I'll tell you what's what, because I've got a little bit more oil in that one. I'm going to use the Bhuna in that one, tikka masala in that one. So, Bhuna. We're going to add a few onions, a couple of handfuls there. Tikka masala. Onions again, but just a few less. Not going to use as many. Give that a little stir. So on my right, which might be your left, it's hard to tell really, is going to be the Bhuna, and then on my left, possibly your right, is going to be the tikka masala. Right, so we've got Daniel watching. Lovely to see you watching, my friend. The chicken tikka is nearly there. It's quite tender, it's nice and soft. I'm going to pop that on just for a couple more minutes to make it go a little bit more browner. Let's have a look. In each one of these we're going to pop a little bit of cassia bark. So So that's the cinnamon stick, just a little bit. Now one little trick for you, if your pans are getting a little bit too warm, you can just drop in just a little bit of water. Now that will help your onions to fry and control your temperature a little bit. The next thing we're going to have in there is some garlic and ginger paste. That's the ginger paste going into each one. Garlic paste going into each one. I'm just going to turn my heat down a little bit because I think that's catching just a little bit more than I would like. A little bit more water in that one, just to cool it down. Fabulous. The next thing I'm going to pop in there is just a bay leaf in each one. That's really good. Right then guys, the next thing I'm going to pop into each one of these is a little bit of the tomato passata, and that's going into each one. Now as I've said before, the principles of cooking curry are very, very similar for nearly all the curries. They just change up a little bit with the spices that are used, and obviously whatever kind of meat, prawns, vegetables that you choose to put in. Just give that a little wipe as I go along. Not that it'll make much of a difference really. So all I've got in there at the moment is onions, garlic, ginger, cassia bark leaf, cinnamon leaf, cassia bark. I always call it cassia bark leaf, I don't know why I say that. Just trips off the tongue. A bay leaf, and they're just reducing and cooking away. Right, that's my chicken tikka done. In the Bhuna, which is this one here on my right, so I'm going to pop some green peppers. In fact, make it what you want. I've got these red peppers cooked anyway, so I'm just going to throw them in, makes no odds. There we go, that's just leaving me yellow pepper. I'll put that into my salad. Lovely, they're just flipping away. To each one now, I'm just going to add some kasuri methi. So this is the methi that's just going in. There we go. A little pinch into each one. And into the Bhuna I'm going to put some cumin seeds. Put the jars away there. Give that a nice stir. Just try to tidy up at the back as I'm doing things as well. Lovely, you can see that's starting to separate now. The oil's coming to the top and all the liquid that was in there is pretty much all gone out of that one. I need that one to do the same really. Might just plump that one up a little bit more on the temperature. There we go, send it up one more. What I'm going to add into my Tikka Masala now is just a little bit of that coconut milk that we opened up. We don't want a lot because we're not making a korma, but we just want it to have a lovely little hint of the coconut there. It's looking like that at the moment, but if you dig down you'll see the actual water, the liquid. But I just put the cream in that's at the top there. It's like your pint of milk where you've got your water and your cream at the top. In fact, put 1 spoon of that in there. 1 spoon of that in there as well. Won't do any damage whatsoever. Fabulous. So that's that mixing through. And that's the Bhuna doing its thing. Time to add some spices into each of these now, I think. That one I need to cook a little bit more, so I'm going to just turn that up. So the Bhuna is, just turn the temperature up on the Bhuna a bit and that's going to start blipping away a little bit faster. The Tikka Masala powder, the tandoori powder, we're going to add that in first. That's the tandoori powder. We're going to pop that into there, and as I do that, it's about a teaspoon there. I'm just going to have a look at the hello Ray from Yosello. Jackie, I'll give up trying to write it, I'll go back to it. Bless you. Hayley, hello my darling. Parmjit, you're back again, loves his smiles there. Jamie and Debbie, hello. If I've missed anyone I do apologise, I'll try to catch up with you all. So there we go, just mixing that tandoori powder through there. And I have slowed down the cooking process just so that you can see, rather than have them all on the higher flame as I did earlier. And these would have been knocked out within a matter of minutes at the takeaway, but I'm trying to just slow things down just to keep a good eye on what's going on and everything, and make sure we all know what's where. FYI, my chicken tikka is now finished cooking. Let's have a look at what that looks like. We're going to just a little bit of stir up. I'll bring that over to you. There we go, so that's the chicken tikka. All done in the air fryer. Pop that over there. That's ready to go into my chicken tikka masala whenever I'm ready to pop it in. Move that to one side. We're going to add a little bit of sweetness to the chicken tikka masala now with either muscovado sugar, dark brown sugar, or I'm using a shakar, which is akin to jaggery. So just a little spoon of that, not a lot. Don't want to go silly with it. Stir that through. Lovely. Now I'm going to add that paste that we made. I don't know if I'm going to need all of this paste, but we'll see. I'll put 2 in there for the moment, 2 spoons. Just mix that through. Fabulous. We've got Karen on. Hello Karen. We've got Richard Barnett watching. Hello mate Richard, hope you're well sir. I hope we're going to go for a pint after all of this. Pint of Jack Daniels I think is in order for us. I'm going to add a spoon of that base gravy now into that chicken tikka masala because that's ready for it. Now if you remember, it's just basically a stock. It's got a little bit thickened because I've had it on the stove there warming up. You don't add cold liquid into your hot. Into your hot pans because it'll just cool everything down. You don't want that. Lovely. So that's flipping away there. That's the base gravy. I'm going to add some coconut flour. Available from everywhere pretty much. And again I'm going to add, let's have a look, like a spoon's in there now. Probably about a teaspoon, a tablespoon even, of the coconut flour. And I'm also going to add about a teaspoon of ground almonds. Where's the label gone? There it is, ground almonds. So about equal quantities really, the flour and the almonds. I was going to put the cream coconut in, but I don't think I'll actually bother in all honesty. I don't think it needs it. After all, we're not really doing a korma and I don't want it to get confused. Don't want it to have an identity crisis. So that's the flour's gone in there. I'm going to add a little bit more of the base gravy because that can take it now that the flour is in there. Now you'll notice I've been very sparing with the salt. I've hardly put any salt into anything at this point, mainly because the tikka masala paste is actually very salty itself, so I want to avoid making the dish over salty. Jackie's got somebody at the door, typical. Taj is watching. Hello Taj, my friend. Hello sir, good to see you. I'm going to swap these 2 pans over, hopefully it won't cause any confusion, but I'm thinking that this burner on my left hand side is actually doing a lot better than the one on the right. So I'll just turn that on, flip those vegetables, fabulous. Time to add some spices into that then. We're going to go with a heaped teaspoon of cumin, heaped teaspoon of garam masala, heaped teaspoon of ground coriander, heaped teaspoon of paprika, heaped teaspoon of the mixed spice. And because I've got it there, there's no harm in it. A teaspoon of curry powder. Fabulous. Now then, we're going to add a little bit of base gravy into that. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll put some passata because I like mine really tomatoey, so we're going to add a bit more passata to that. Recipes are all about what you want. If you fancy something in there, you feel free to put it in there. If you don't want it, don't have it. There's no one to tell you any different. I'm going to add another scoop of base gravy to my tikka masala. Generous scoop there. And then what I'm going to do is just pop my chicken tikka into it and allow that to blip away and just cook away. So here's my chicken tikka, all done in the air fryer. So I'm going to pop all of that in there. There we go. Let's mix that about. We're going to pop some cream in there very shortly. But I think for the moment I'll put in some of that coconut water. That'll let it down. I don't want it to be tasting too much of the base gravy, if that makes sense. Because it is quite a mild curry, and obviously the base gravy does have spices in there. There we go. Just mix that through. You can thicken that up to the consistency that you want, or thin it out, whichever. Right, so that's our spices all cooked out in the bhuna. I'm going to bring my bhuna over, my meat over to the bhuna. And I'm going to use some of the cooking liquid from the meat as well. So that's the cooking liquid and the meat in there. Not used all the meat, obviously, got quite a lot of meat there. Turn that up a little bit more now. Now then, whilst that's just coming up to temperature again and warming through, I'm just going to get some coriander leaves. Get some coriander, where I've got that, at the back here. Fresh coriander. In fact, I'm going to chop some of the stalks into there. I just want the flavour of the stalks. Pop that away. Try to tidy up as I go along the back here. Pop that away. Right. So there we go, just some chopped coriander stalks, pop that into our bhuna. Magnificent. That's really taking shape now. In fact, I'll pop a little bit more meat in that. Madeleine, hello my darling, good to see you on there. Jan, thank you, it looks delicious, very nice of you to say. James is watching. James, I love James, how are you James? He's a fantastic star. James Lynch, I don't know if anyone else can see his on there, but if any of you around Bradford and you want to go see a good act when we can get back into the bars and such, James Lynch is a brilliant entertainer, local guy, worked in Ibiza, worked everywhere, vocals are fantastic. I've just popped a bit of extra meat in there as well because I'm a bit of a greedy gun, so I like my meat. So James, good to see you James. Jackie is back, hello Jackie. and Joanne cannot wait to get her cook on. Well, hopefully this is sort of inspiring people to do curries at home. Really, I eat a lot of curries. I'm a big fan of curries, always have been. I can pretty much cook anything, to be honest. I've done many hours in the kitchen, but I can pretty much cook anything. But I do enjoy my curries. I'm going to add a little bit more coconut milk to the chicken tikka masala. As you can see, I tend to eyeball everything. That's the best way to cook, I think, rather than following it religiously to a recipe and finding something's gone wrong. You've got perhaps the wrong spoon. If you know, maybe should have used a teaspoon and not a tablespoon, or vice versa. But just have it as it makes sense to you. You can change anything up, get your own flavours in there. Add a bit of extra red food colouring to that tikka masala, just to get that colour back. Sprinkle it on. All we've really got to do with the tikka masala now is just add a bit of cream to it. So as you can see, that red colour's coming back now, that vivid red colour that everybody can see from outer space when you're doing the chicken tikka. As you probably all know, chicken tikka masala isn't a traditional Asian dish. It doesn't exist at all in the Indian continent. It was something that's reputed to have been created in Britain in a restaurant, or so the story goes, in a restaurant in Glasgow, I believe. A man was served his chicken tikka, and he got hold of his chicken tikka and he thought, hang on a minute, this is a little bit dry. So he says to the chef in his best Scottish accent, "You got any gravy with that?" Yes, I apologise to everybody there. So the chef took the chicken tikka back into the kitchen, opened up a tin of Campbell's soup, got some tomato puree, got some cream, and made a gravy for it, and henceforth the chicken tikka masala was born. Now then, Bhuna is a little bit more of a traditional dish. I'm going to turn that on a bit higher, get that blitzing away. As you can see, I've cooked them on quite a low heat really. I didn't want to sort of do anything too fast. Let's have a look. Shall we have a look at our rice and see what that's doing? Just move them to the side. The rice out of the rice cooker. Take the lid off. And you can't see all right around the kitchen at the moment, but probably a good thing. It's a mess, but there you go. So I've got a fork, and that's the rice there. Hopefully you can see the rice. Just going to give that a little bit of a fluff up. Fabulous. Now just for a little bit of luxury, a bit of an extra oomph to it, I'm going to add a little bit of ghee to that. Just to add a little bit of extra buttery flavour to the end dish. So just a spoon of ghee. And as I've done that, you can't see it unfortunately, but as I've done that I can see immediately it's taken on a whole new shine as the rice, as it's been coated in that ghee. Put the ghee over there, and I'm going to also cut up just a couple more of the coriander stalks and put them into that rice as well. Put the lid back on. Awesome, so I'm going to have a little taste now just to make sure we're on track with what I want it to be tasting like. Just need to find what I've done with all my little spoons. I've got some spoons out, I really do. I don't know what I've done with them. I'm losing my mind. Found them, got some spoons. Thank you very much, Karen, so it's looking good as usual, bless you. Nicola, let's have a look. Nicola, it's looking yummy. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Nicola. That's very, very kind of you to say. And Ryan, you're on as well. Ryan's good to see you. So I'm just having a little taste of the chicken tikka first of all. Yep, that's sweet enough. It's tart enough. It's salty enough. All it needs to add to that is the cream, and it'll be spot on. A little taste of the Bhuna. I've got a couple of additions to go into the Bhuna as yet. I keep thinking I want more meat in this as well. Now the Bhuna for me there actually could use sweetening up a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that sugar. And then I've got one other ingredient. Now earlier today I chopped up about 4 onions and I put them into my big pan on the cooker, and I put some garam masala, cumin and coriander into the onions, and I let them fry away. And when all the liquid in the pan had gone and they were sort of frying brown, I added more water like I did earlier with this in fact, and I kept going until the onions reduced right down to this thick onion base. So that's a thick onion base, and I'm going to add some of that, about that much, into the Bhuna. So stir that through. Lovely. Oh, now then, as you can see, that's actually starting to catch a little bit, so we want to stop that cooking. Now as curries catch, they caramelise, and the caramelisation makes a really sweet depth of flavour into your curries, but that's as much as I want in there. I don't want that one to go any further. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch that one off, and I'm going to try and get into this cream somehow. There we go. And just pop some of that cream in. And mix that through. And that, I think, is done for that. Now I don't want that to caramelise any further, and I don't want it to catch any further, so what I'm going to do is just take this one off the heat completely, so it's not getting any residual heat from the top, and it's just left to its own devices. It's going to clank a few coriander leaves into it. When we come to serve it, I'll add some nuts to it and some cream again. But yeah, I'm going to take that off the heat completely. We don't want that to go any further. There we go. Right, so back to this Bhuna. That's coming along nicely. Let's turn that one back up. And we'll give that a wipe round. Give it a quick wipe over there. Back on the heat. And we'll give that another little taste, just see if the sugar in there has become correct, and the onions. I think that needs just a little pinch of salt. There we go. A little pinch of salt in there. And I suspect that's nearly done as well. Right. We're about ready to serve these up, I think. I'm glad I'm not showing you the backside of my, well, I'm not showing you the backside at all. I'm glad I'm not showing you the backside of my kitchen because it's a right tip at the minute, but there you go. Whilst that's just flipping away, I'm going to just get some salad into a bowl. Just ready for service. And whilst I'm doing that, or when I've done that rather, I'll come back to you and just see who's online and stuff and ask any questions you might have. So a little bit of salad. It's not that exciting, so don't worry guys, just popping a bit of salad into a bowl over here. I'll show it to you at the end. A little bit of a lemon, chop that lemon up. I know you can't see this, but it's, don't worry. There we go. So I've just put some salad into a bowl there. Very quickly chopped it up. In fact, no, well, yeah, I'm going to put it there. It might get hot, who knows. Quickly find a chilli. I like me pickled chilies. There we go. Take that off there. Yes, that's getting very, very hot. Going to get some of my rice into a bowl. Rice, 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 rice. That's what I'll do is I'll put the bowl on there. There we go. And I'll get the rice across. Now that's had the peppers in there, the yellow peppers. Was that the yellow peppers? No, but do you know what? I'll put them in because it won't hurt. Just got to put them in there. Lovely. So I've got the yellow peppers, red peppers, green peppers, coriander, a little bit of extra ghee, salt, onions, and that's my pilau. Brilliant, so that's that there. What have I done with the lid for that? I've popped the lid on. Over there. A little bit of the obligatory coriander across the top. A little bit of tomato garnish. Just turn the heat back up on the Bhuna now. As you can see, it's drying up. It's exactly as we want it to be. I'll slice through a bit of a chilli. Pop that in there. Just looking around to make sure that I've used everything I thought I should have used and everything is good. I have. Right, let's take that rice off and put it onto the board. Quite warm. Very, very warm. Now that Tikka Masala that we had. I'm going to add some more cream to that. If I can find what I've done with the cream. Oh, it's on the table right in front of me. There we go. I'm going to show you a terrific cheat in just a moment as well. I hadn't planned to do this, but I'm going to do it for you guys. Right, so that's the tikka masala. I'm just going to move that to one side with the cream in. Let's put this on. I'm going to get the tawa. Hopefully we'll get this done in for you. Let's pop that across there. Bhuna's coming along very, very nicely there. We're going to get some chopped coriander leaves into that bhuna. I absolutely adore coriander, so I do tend to use it a lot. Lovely, let's see who's with us. Jackie, hello, thank you for doing this on a Thursday. It costs you money to do this, so it's good of you. No problem at all, Jackie, you're very, very welcome. As you can see, it does cost me a little bit of money. I have to go buy these ingredients every week. And I do it just purely to show other people how easy it is to sort of get this kind of food, pop it onto your table and get it going. Well, Karen, that bhuna looks fantastic. It is actually quite nice, I'm not going to lie to you. Jessica, you're watching. Hello Jessica, hope you are well. Right, so that pan is warming up. That's my chapati pan, my tawa. That bhuna now is starting to caramelise. And that's exactly what we want that to be doing. Let's get a bit of tomato into that bhuna. Beautiful, that's coming along very, very nicely. That meat is so tender, it's actually starting to fall apart. I'm not going to lie to you. Got a couple of red chillies in there as well. A couple more, let's live dangerously. Fabulous, that's just warming up. Right, I'm going to show you a cheat. This isn't cooking from home, this is well, it is cooking from home really, but sometimes I can't be bothered making chapati dough, waiting for it to prove, rolling it out, all of that kind of stuff. It takes forever. So I do buy store-bought chapati sometimes. I'm going to add just a little bit of a spoon of yoghurt into there. Now what yoghurt does tend to do, it tends to separate when it's being cooked like this. But that's perfectly fine because I do like it to do that. Oh, one other dish I do really, really like as well is meat and spinach. Now, had I have not reduced this sauce as much as I had done, I would add a couple of spoons of spinach puree into that bhuna, and that would be my meat and spinach that I'd easily get from the takeaway. So pop that there. That's still warming up. Store-bought chapatis. Bit naughty. Well, why not? You're saving a bit of time. Why not? Let's have a look. Jessica James. Selena's watching. Nicola, I love coriander as well. It's absolutely amazing stuff. I love it. It's like the best herb ever. Right then, store-bought chapatis. 6 of these rotis. Come looking like that. They're already pre-cooked. All you have to do is warm them up. Now you can simply pop them in the microwave. You can pop them in the oven. But I'm just going to warm mine quickly on this tower. Just like that. I'm going to add an extra spoon of my cooked meat into this bhuna. It's cooked already, but it's just going to add an extra bit of depth to that. And I'll take some of the liquid as well from the stock pot. There we go. Just adding a bit more meat into that, because I am a greedy pig and I do absolutely love the Bhuna. Lovely, so that's that cooking away. That's warm. Oh, that's very warm. Turn that over. Let's bring the Bhuna over to here. Grab a spoon. From where I put them, I have no idea. That'll be enough on that bowl, I think. Move that over. Just going to decorate that off with a little bit of chopped chilli. Turn that over again. I've got that on quite a low heat, that's why it's not cooking too fast. But we're okay, I'm not too bothered about that. A little bit of red chilli. Some of our beautiful coriander leaves. And a little squeeze of our lime. That's the Bhuna done. Let's put that onto our bowl over there. Just going to move some of these things out and I'll be able to show you what my tea is going to look like tonight. Lovely, that's just warming away. I'll do two of them, shall I? Pop that there. Pop another one on. I'll put that on there, it won't hurt it. Keep it nice and warm. It might hurt it. Haha. Lovely, that's done. Pop that there out of the way. Turn that across there, let's have a look. Ian, you're watching, good to see you. Looks absolutely amazing, better than any restaurant. Well, I don't know so much about that, Martina, but I'm trying. And the other thing, obviously, is it saves me a ruddy fortune on not actually buying restaurant food. So, time to plate up the... Let's just warm that through one more time. And we're going to add a little bit more cream because it has thickened up. In fact, we're going to add a little bit of the coconut water because that will loosen it off a little bit without adding too much more of that richness to it. There we go. Right, so again we'll get that bowl back. Get rid of that. Find a spoon again for the tikka masala. Right, who's feeling hungry? Well, I'll tell you what I am, I'm not going to lie to you. What time can you get to Addingham, Jan? I'll be on my way, I'll come down as quickly as I can, my love. And you just get the beers on and we're all good. So we've got a little sprinkling of the cream going onto the tikka masala there. Turn that roti again, make sure it's not burning. We're going to add a little bit of the red chilli because I've got it. A little bit of the green coriander because we like that. And what else have I got to garnish? I've got some Tesco's toasted coconut just to garnish the top. And I think I've got some flaked almonds somewhere, so I might put them on as well, just for the sake of doing that. Where are we? Flaked almonds, there we go. I haven't toasted them, but you can toast them up in a pan. I could have toasted them up in that pan, but never mind. A little bit of flaked almonds over the top of there. Oh, we're nearly at the end, folks, nearly there. That roti's good. Let's get that out of the way. I'll turn all these hobs off now because we've done completely with that. That pan's going to be very hot, so I'm trying to be careful. Don't want to burn myself, do I? Ooh. There we go. Let's pull that to one side. Fabulous. Right, that's on the area there. Now then, guys, I'm just going to move you now. I'm going to move the camera. And you don't want to see what's behind me. It's a right mess, I'm not going to lie to you. But it gives me something to do this evening after my tea, doesn't it? Let's have a look what we're going to do. We're going to move you, and then we're going to pull the food down, and you're going to see what we're like. So bear with us. Pull this down here, and then we'll see if we can get a shot of the food. Just quickly show you that we've got the bhuna there, the rice there, a little bit of a side salad. Take those lids off. I made up some mint sauce and jarred mango chutney, and then our tikka masala over there. Let's pop that there and hopefully you see it nicely. There, hopefully that's right then, guys. Hopefully you can see that. Let's have a look. Have a look at the comments. Stacey Berry's watching. Hello Stacey, how we all well, my love. Nathan is watching. Hello Nathan. Martina, it looks fantastic, thank you. Absolutely jealous, Jackie. It looks so appetising, it really does. It really, well, I'm not going to lie to you, it's really quite nice. The chapatis that we made earlier, that we just warmed through, I'm just going to get a little bit of ghee onto the chapatis. Just a little bit of ghee, just spread it on the chapatis with the back of a spoon. Spread of coriander. Washing one's hands again. So a bit of coriander, a bit of ghee on that chapati. Hopefully you can see that. I can't really see it anymore, so hopefully you can. I'm just going to scrunch that up. Pop that there. Get the other one. Same again, a little bit of ghee on that chapati, bit of coriander, scrunch that up. Pop it there as well. Hopefully you can see all of that. It's hard for me to tell really. Stacey Berry saying hello. How are you, Stacey? Hope you're well. Hope everything's going well for you, my love. Just going to get a couple of extra bits of these chilies because I actually love these chilies. I'll put them on anything and everything. These pickled chilies. Bit on the rice. Come on. It's been stubborn, doesn't want to come out. There we go, that's on the bhuna. And that's about it, folks. That's everything that I have to show you today. Chicken tikka masala. Pilau rice. Chicken, meat lamb bhuna it was. Bit of side salad. How much is it to... Karen Knight said, how much is delivery to Bolton? Wow, good question. How much is it delivery to Bolton? Let's just move those forward so you get a better view. Hopefully you can see these. Delivery to Bolton, that's about an hour and a half away from me at the minute, so... And I'm shielding. So there we go, folks. I'll just pop that there as well. I don't know what more to say about that really. That's all done. Hopefully you've enjoyed me watching that this evening, and hopefully it's inspired you to cook up some food of your very own. rather than spending it all on the takeaway, which you don't need to do. We don't need to be getting takeaway all the time, do we? Bad for us. Just looking to see if we've got any other comments. Zoe's watching. Hey Zoe. Hope you're well. My little ginger cat came from Zoe, bless her. She had to move house and had nowhere to home him, so I took him in and he's doing really, really well. About 10 people still with us. Well, that's all this evening, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm now going to sit and eat this. If you've got anything else you'd like to ask me, by all means, do pop on and ask me. And let me know what you'd like me to cook for you next week. Martina, thank you, and very well done. Once again, Ray enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Karen, I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. I've nothing else to say, but I'm hungry now, so I'm going to eat this. I'll tell you what I am going to do, actually. I'll show you what. Look at the state of the behind. Look at the state behind me. Look at the mess. See, that's what happens to your kitchen. Oh. Anyway, so that's enough of that, guys. I'm going to sign off. Hopefully you can see all of that. And good night, and I wish you all very well. Hope you all have a good week, and do have a look at my YouTube channel, and please subscribe to it, because if you do subscribe to it, I'll be able to then do live videos on there and show you live videos on YouTube as well. But from now, thank you, and hope you all stay well through the week. Bye, guys.